Why do many young people die of a heart attack while sleeping? There are now a lot of cases where young people under the age of 30 die of a heart attack while sleeping. Previously, this condition was only seen in people above 60 years of age. Why does this condition occur in young men and women at such a young age? Welcome everyone to a new episode of Billion Stories. What are the major causes of heart attacks at an early age? How to avoid an early heart attack? This video contains important information so that your life may not get back to a similar condition. So, don't miss this video. Watch until the end. So, let's get started. The recent increase in the number of young people who died due to heart attacks is reported worldwide. This condition, which was only seen in people over 60 years old, is now becoming more common in young men and women over the age of 20, and all young people should take it very seriously. When a young man dies of a heart attack while sleeping, many stories are spreading on social media about the causes. But the fact is that none of that is true. There may be many causes of heart attack and stroke death during sleep, but deaths under the age of 40, people of the same age, need to be taken very seriously. What are the major causes of heart attack and sudden death? Common causes of heart disease include obesity, poor diet, lack of exercise, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, smoking, alcoholism, insomnia, and a family history of heart disease. There are, however, a few other more important factors. One of the first factors of this is the ischemic heart attack, which is a gradual blockage of blood vessels in the heart. It is a condition in which the cells of the heart do not receive blood, and the heart stops beating, causing death. This was present in people over 60 years of age and older, is now widely seen in people over the age of 20, indicating that everybody in this age group should be alerted. The second reason, called cardiac arrhythmia, that refers to a group of conditions that cause the heart to beat irregular, too slowly, or too quickly. If the heart beats uncontrollably faster, there is an abnormal difference in the pulse and the heart rate stops for a while. Then if the heart does not restart, the blood flow to the brain stops and causes death. The third major cause is heart infections. Any infection that affects the human body can affect the heart, disrupt its function, and cause immediate death. Besides, the lifestyle changes that are occurring in young people today are the cause of sudden deaths due to heart attacks. Processed foods, lack of exercise, insufficient sleep, excessive tension, and stress can increase the risk of heart attacks. In the past, people who had been involved in some form of physical activity began to use automobiles and technologies as they took on the benefits of being smart around the world today. Even the most common sweat in the human body is prevented with AC in the car, at home, and in the office. Even escalators and elevators can eliminate the possibility of a slight movement of the body. Remember one thing. What we follow today is not the lifestyle of a man who lived 30 years ago. Those of us who played on the ground that morning and evening have now moved the venue of the game to the screen of our smartphone. Those of us who ate more healthy food back then are drawn to the fast food world today. When work is over, eating as much as you want until the hunger is gone. When did you say you don't have time to exercise, then why you are bothering an increase in your weight? Needless to say, the facilities we have today are an important reason for heart attack. People who went to see the art shows and shows in the public sphere are now watching the serial, cinema and other entertainment on TV. Even young children spend a lot of time in front of a computer. Excessive consumption of processed foods and fast foods instead of eating nutritious foods for the body can lead to fat accumulation in our blood vessels. When the heavy workload is put on your head, to relieve stress you begin to develop new habits, such as alcohol and smoking, that increase your risk of heart attacks. Lack of exercise can lead to serious health problems at an early age. When we say chest pain, the main symptom that usually comes to our mind is severe chest pain spread to the left side of our body, including the hand. If you go immediately to the hospital and take the ECG, a hint of heart attack will not reflect in the ECG if there is no significant chest pain. Then we come home thinking that gas is the problem, and after 2 days the heart attack comes. Everyone needs to know how to avoid heart attacks at a very young age. If you set aside 40 minutes of exercise every day, eat nutritious foods without increasing your body weight, skip processed foods, quit smoking and alcohol, and get 8 hours of sleep every day, if you don't take tension or stress in your life, to some extent you can avoid the possibility of a heart attack. People who are over the age of 30 can check for any risk of coronary heart disease by taking a lipid profile test every 6 months to determine if there are any risks associated with eating habits, diet, stress, exercise, or lifestyle factors. There are a lot of people who go ahead with their lifestyle without identifying many serious problems. Such people should, of course, take a lipid profile test every 6 months to evaluate the risks. Don't forget to share this very useful information with your friends. If something happens to you, don't forget that there are a lot of people who rely on you. I hope you liked this useful, informative video. Don't forget to share it with your friends. Please consider subscribing to Billion Stories and like and follow our Facebook page because more incredible contents are on the way. Until then, take care and goodbye.